PlayStation Now beta is open to everyone, and here is our review. So, PlayStation Now is PlayStation's streaming service for PS4, PS3, and Vita that allows you to play any game possible. Now, right here in the above section, about section, you can see freedom to choose, flexible rental options, play with friends. So, you've got multiplayer, you can pick from whatever title, and you can rent within different hours. Renting again. You can get trophies, and of course, you got to be connected to the internet at all times because this is a streaming service. You don't download the games like EA Access, you stream. So you've got your About Now section, new PS Now games, all the games you have on PS Now, what's in your PS Now library, and your connection test. So basically, to connect and test your connection. So new to PS Now games are new, or at least are loaded to PS Now. You can see a mixture of games from Mega Man 9, Metal Gear Solid HD Collection, Deus Ex, which is newer, Killzone 3, Ninja Gaiden 2, and so on and so forth. So there'll always be new games. Now remember, you can see the prices there. The different prices says $2.99, which means those are the rental prices. Then all PS Now games. So these are the collection of games. There are a lot of games here, and you can see these prices. So basically, you rent, and the lowest price structure is $2.99 for 4 hours, which is something that irks me with this. Because the price structure is not balanced. So you see a $6.99 there, you see 90 days for $4.99, all depends on the title. So this title here is $2.99, 4 hours, and 90 days is $7.99. So it depends on what console title is coming from. Is it a downloadable title? Was it a full-fledged title like Bionic Commando Rearm 2, which is $7.99 for 90 days. And here we have Alone in the Dark Inferno, which is $4.99 for 90 days. So 90 days is your max, but again, it differs, and it's something that's really not straightforward for consumers. And really, you can spend a lot of money here in no time with this service. So even though it's free and you can, you sign in with your PS Now service, but the problem, your PSN account, sorry. The problem here you face is that, if I want to rent Metal Gear, that's $3.99 for just 4 hours. 90 days is $14.99. So yes, I can have this open access of games, but it's something that's still very limited to this very skewed system, rather than having an a la carte system like you have, say, with Netflix, or even what EA is kind of putting into the table. So you can filter your content into content types, play types. So you can filter multiplayer online games, or just online games, single player games, game types, bundles, disc only, which I found quite interesting. I couldn't find any games. There are some games there, and then also genre and things like that. So you can basically filter whichever way you want. You can also search with the search bar and the search on the top, and you can filter. You can also sort it in whichever way you want to. Now let's go ahead and select the title, and let's see how this game actually runs and functions in terms of streaming and speed of functionality. So I think I'm going to do Bionic Commando Rearm 2. We'll do 90 days for $7.99. You always have a preview, so you can actually either watch a trailer or check out screenshots, and then there's of course some information about the game itself, and go to the rental. So 4 hours, $2.99, 90 days, $7.99. That's kind of the basic price range for a lot of the games. But of course, we have to check our connection, which we didn't do the test for here. So we'll test our connection and see if it works. Now, in terms of your connection, I suggest that you have connection speeds of at least minimum 10 megabits per second. I'm running a 167 megabit per second network. For downloads, uploads, 25 is what I have. So take note of that. So I'm going to confirm my purchase. As long as I have my wallet in there, my PSN wallet, I'm good to go and purchase that. But again, pay attention to basically what my internet speeds are. So I'm going to start the game right off the bat. Gives you some more information on what you need to do in terms of controls. And what I want you guys to pay attention to is load times, and also if there's any lag while playing, because this is a streaming game. It's streaming to my network, and I have probably one of the faster networks here in the US, with 167 down and 25 up. What I'll tell you is that I did notice, some lag points, and also, of course, there's load times, which it's to expected. Again, this is a streaming service, so which means even though this is a downloadable game, games like say Deus Ex will probably be longer, and some of the full-fledged games have that longer feel to it in terms of load times, as well as also some static, or you could say some, you know, inconsistency issues with the internet connection. But you can see again, I'm just waiting for this to load through. So the thing about PS Now is that I like the idea that there's so much content. So basically what PlayStation has done is just dropped a lot of content for you. The problem is that you're getting this content not a la carte, but actually piecemeal here. So let's go ahead and start this up, load a profile, play the game. I'm actually just going to let this play through so you can see how long it's taking me to go from point to point, and also the issues. I'm going to cut this off so you guys can check that out. I'll skip all the cutscenes because it's really not needed right now. All right, skip through that scene, go forward. So I mean, in terms of the ability to get a game whenever you want, it's a nice idea. Personally, I'm not a fan of the a la carte system. I mean, no, the piecemeal system. I like the a la carte. I like the, I'm gonna pay $40 a month. I'm $40 for the year, $50 for a year, and I have basically all the access to all the games, and to stream them. I think that would be great, especially if Sony's trying to really push this further. So we started. So basically we're in and we started. It took us roughly about maybe close to 2 minutes there. Let's check out some of the controls. Now, just watch. You're gonna see some scenes where you're gonna see slowdowns. And mind you, I'm not actually fighting anyone here. It's just because sometimes, since this is a streaming service, things have to be worked out. Again, it's still beta, so I'll give them that here. But we'll go through. Now, mind you, I haven't. There we go. You can see that there. So that's what you should expect to get from PlayStation Now, at least at this point, because it's a streaming service, because of course it's beta. Kinks haven't been worked out, even though from my play experience though, I was able to at least enjoy the game with some slowdowns here and there altogether. So it's nice that they can actually bring a streaming service. So will we now have I can imagine the future with just like PS4 games, just you don't have to download it, you don't have to go to the store, once it's 12 midnight you can just stream the game and start playing, and that's pretty cool that at least they're bringing that kind of technology. Right now is with older titles, but imagine if you have brand spanking new titles, you could actually do that. So it's pretty cool. Just showcase some of the exit strategy. You can exit out of the game, you can return, close game, you can go to your menu, things like that. You can check out controls by just hitting your PS button and then using your D-pad to go down, and I'm going to return to home screen. So that is PlayStation Now. Again, it's a bit pricey. I don't like the piecemeal. I wish it's a la carte. But let me know your thoughts, guys. What do you think about PlayStation Now? Don't forget to like this video, share this video, and do subscribe to the channel. Enjoy your entertainment, guys.